a quick tutorial on how to catch at least 90% of your legendary encounters. To maximize your chances of catching a raid boss, there are 3 things you should consider. First is how many balls you get. You get a standard of 6 balls for every raid. Additionally, you can get 0 to 3 balls for personal damage. So make sure to do the research before the raid and make battle parties with your strongest counters. Team damage. You can get 0 to 3 balls depending on how much damage your team has done compared to the other teams. A best friend bonus. If you are raiding with a best friend, you can get 4 additional balls. Optionally, you could use your second account as a best friend. And gym control. If your team controls the gym while the raid is taking place, then you will receive 2 extra balls. So that brings us to a total of 18 balls. You should be able to get at least 12 balls each raid, just by having a best friend and by doing enough personal damage. And 12 balls should suffice. If you are one player from a certain team and you're surrounded by many players from another team and therefore you are never able to get the bonus for gym or for team damage, you could consider changing teams. Just beside catching the raid boss, there is another reason why you want extra balls. It is for the rewards. For every raid you can get at least 750 stardust and 2 golden raspberries. By having more balls you can get extra bundles, and each bundle has a certain set of items. One bundle could be 3 rare candies, or 2 revives, or 2 golden raspberries. The more balls you have, the more bundles, and therefore the more items you will receive. So if you want more golden raspberries and rare candies, then make sure to get the most amount of balls that you can. This way, on average, you will receive these items more. The second thing that you want to be thinking about is your throwing technique and using golden raspberries. Okay, so for your throwing technique, you want to be using curveballs all the time. There's a significant multiplier for curve throws. Also, don't forget to use a golden raspberry every time, because there's a very big bonus for that. Besides curving, you want to be hitting inside the circle as well. You want at least great throws, or if you can manage, excellent throws. It will differ per legendary if you are able to hit excellent throws consistently or not. Some legendaries have a large circle and it's easy to get the excellence in. However, others have a tinier circle and you might be better off just going for the great circle. If you cannot hit excellence continuously, then you miss out on too many points and you would have actually had better results if you just used great throws all the time. So only use excellent throws if you can actually get them continuously. There is one more multiplier, the type medal. For each type in Pokemon Go there is a medal. If you catch 200 Pokemon of that medal, you get the gold medal. It is a multiplier that is easily forgotten, however it can just make the difference. It is noteworthy that legendaries have different catch rates. Some of them have a base catch rate of 2%, others of 3%, and EX rates have a base rate of 6%. Third, do not lose balls to attack animations or jump animations. The circle you see on the Pokemon that is constantly getting smaller, bigger, smaller, keeps on moving during jump animations and feint animations. However, during the attack animation, the circle will disappear. Now the circle will be the same just before the attack as after the attack, which means that it has not moved during the attack. We can make use of that. By moving the ball, we can set the circle. We release the ball when we think the circle is at a nice size. Now we are going to wait for the attack animation. During the attack animation, we will throw the ball and make sure that it lands right after the attack animation. Raid bosses cannot do 2 attacks instantly after each other. There is always a small window in which you can hit the Pokemon. In the video you can see how this works. So you see that I am setting the circle, I am waiting, and during the attack animation I am throwing the ball and it lands right after the attack. If you perfect this technique, then you will not miss balls ever. Now when it comes down to this technique and throwing overall, the most important thing is practice. Don't think at the start that you cannot do this, just keep practicing it and eventually it will start to feel natural for you. Once it feels natural to you, you will be easily able to do this all the time. Now I'm going to show you by camera how I use this technique.
First we are setting the circle, and then we are throwing the ball, and we want it to land after the attack. You can see here that was just about to do another attack, but we got it in between the two attacks. And on the next throw, you will see that it's just about to move upward when we hit it. So again, we were able to get it in between two animations. And on this third throw, it will move upward again, but we hit it in between the animations. This is the perfect way to always hit the Pokemon.
Using all these 3 steps combined, you can catch at least 90% of your legendary encounters. If you have any more questions, then please comment below. If you like these short tutorial videos, then thumbs up and subscribe. This will really help out my channel.